Hello, good morning. Welcome to for today's activity. We have a pre-bid conference. Before anything else, we have to pray.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for gathering us all today in this important endeavor. We ask that you bestow your guidance and blessing upon each attendee. May we honor one another in keeping an open mind. May we voice our truth and listen with an open heart. Bless everyone present today, that each may be able to share his or her contributions and gifts. Grant good health and safety to loved ones that's outside this room, and bestow peace and goodwill to all of us. We ask for your wisdom and grace to use our talents for the betterment of others. May the various activities related to this day be a success through your intervention. With gratitude, we offer this prayer in your name. Amen.
Good morning. Today is the pre-bid. Today is November 5, 2024. 10 a.m. We have a pre-bid conference, and the scheduled date of opening of bids on November 19, 2024. Then we have the following projects for 2025. Infra projects, contract ID number 25 HE0020, contract name, organizational outcome to protect lives and properties against major floods and flood management program, construction and maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage system, construction of Lusapon River flood control structure, Upstream, Boljoon, Cebu, ABC, 96,500,000. Source of funds, CY 2025, DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NAP. Contract duration, 288 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 50,000. LGEP's license, category of B, medium A. Project number 2, contract ID number 25 HE0021. Contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of road, Barangay Lamacan, Argao, Cebu. ABC, 7,920,000 pesos. Source of funds, CY 2025 DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NAP. Contract duration, 43 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 10,000 pesos. Project license, category of C and D for small b. Project number 3, contract ID number 25 HE0022. Contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, construction improvement of access roads leading to declared tourism destinations, tourism road infrastructure program, trip, Dalaguete, Mantalongon, Lapa-Lugsangan Extension Road leading to Lugsangan Peak and Monkey Habitat, Dalaguete, Cebu. AC, 14,700,000. Source of funds, CY 2025, DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NIP. Contract duration, 72 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000 pesos. Belgium's license, category of C and D for small b. Next project. Number 4, contract ID number 25HE0023, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to Support Social Services, Construction of Multipurpose Buildings, Sitio Bayabas, Barangay Kansuhi, Argao, Cebu. ABC, 4,950,000 pesos. Source of funds, CY 2025, DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NIP. Contract duration, 120 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000 pesos. Belgium's license, category of C and D for small B. So the attendance is C, if your name is
Hello,
Leonard
hello, good morning, good
Panumulinaw,
morning.
Chairman,
Hello.
acknowledge. Maria Ligaya.
Hello, ako lang basa sa attendance ko.
Sige,
Let's have a roll call for the attendance for this today for this other person. Hello, good morning. Let's have a roll call for present for today's activity. Yours truly, Leonard back chairman via Zoom. Maria Ligay is senior back vice chairperson. Sir Roby Budol Jr. back member regular. Cedric Floyd
Present.
Durante back member provisional.
Present, sir.
John Renges M. Peralta back member
Present,
provisional and user representative. And the following secretariat headed by Hannah Catherine Arco, and the television members headed by Engineer John R. Lim are present for today's activity. Next. Next. To start the conference agenda, for agenda number 1, brief presentation, explanation by the back, basic contract data, requirements in the bidding documents, and bidding documents to be submitted by the bidder. Agenda number 2, questions and comments from bidders and replies of the back. Agenda number 3, other matters, relevant department orders, and GPB resolution. For basic contract data, let Engineer Jun Sergio B. Dulo Jr. to read the basic contract data.
Good morning. Once again, to the viewers. For CY 2025 infra projects, contract ID number 25HE0020, contract name, organizational outcome, protect lives and properties against major floods, flood management program, construction, maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems, construction of Lusapon River flood control structure, Upstream, Boljoon, Cebu. Location, Boljoon, Cebu. ABC, 96,500,000 pesos. Contract duration, 288 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2025 DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NIP. Pickup license, category of B for medium A. Mode of procurement, competitive bidding. Bidding document cost, 50,000 pesos. Next contract ID, 25HE0021. Contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP. Access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities. Construction of road, Barangay Lamacan, Argao, Cebu. Location, Argao, Cebu. ABC, 7,920,000 pesos. Contract duration, 43 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2025 DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NIP. Pickup license, category of C and D for small B. Mode of procurement, competitive bidding. Bidding document cost 10,000 pesos. Next contract ID 25HE0022. Contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program. Construction improvement of access roads leading to declared tourism destinations. Tourism Road Infrastructure Program, TRIP, Mantalongon, Lapa-Lugsangan Extension Road leading to Lugsangan Peak and Monkey Habitat, Dalaguete, Cebu. Location, Dalaguete, Cebu. ABC, 14,700,000 pesos. Contract duration, 72 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2025 DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NIP. Pickup license, category of C and D for small V. Mode of procurement, competitive bidding. Bidding document cost, 25,000 pesos. Next contract ID, 25HE0023. Contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, multipurpose buildings, facilities to support social services. Construction of multipurpose buildings, Sitio Bayabas, Barangay Kansuhi, Argao, Cebu. Location, Argao, Cebu. ABC, 4,950,000 pesos. Contract duration, 120 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2025 DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NIP. Pickup license, category of C and D for small B. Mode of procurement, competitive bidding. Bidding document cost, 5,000 pesos. Next, bidding requirements in bidding documents to be read by Engineer John Jess Peralta.
Good morning, everyone. For contract ID 25HE0020, organizational outcome to protect lives and properties against major flood management program, construction, maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems, construction of Lusapon river flood control structure upstream, Boljoon, Cebu. For the major category of work and similar categories of works, please refer to the shared screen. Please also take note about the key personnel requirements and the requirements for the accredited project engineer in compliance to DEO 118 series of 2024 and the accredited materials engineer in compliance to DEO 98 series of 2016. Please also see the shared screen, the minimum equipment requirements. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 288 calendar days, including predetermined unworkable days of 9 calendar days and 36 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen. For the next project, contract ID 25HE0021, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program BIP, access roads and/or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings or facilities, construction of road Barangay Lamacan, Argao, Cebu. For the major category of work and similar categories of works, please refer to the shared screen. And also for the key personnel requirements, the requirements for the accredited project engineer in compliance to DEO 118 series of 2024 and accredited materials engineer in compliance to DEO 98 series of 2016. Please also take note about regarding the required minimum equipment requirements. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 43 calendar days, including predetermined unworkable days of 1 calendar day and 4 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen. For contract ID 25HE0022 for Convergence and Special Support Program construction improvement of access roads leading to declared tourism destinations, Tourism Road Infrastructure Program trip, Mantalongon, Lapa-Lugsangan Extension Road leading to Lugsangan Peak and Monkey Habitat, Dalaguete, Cebu. For the major category of work and similar categories of works, please refer to the shared screen. Please also see the key personnel requirements. And please take note about the accredited project engineer in compliance to DEO 118 series of 2024 and accredited materials engineer in compliance to DEO 98 series of 2016. Please also see the minimum equipment requirements. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 72 calendar days, including predetermined unworkable days of 2 calendar days and 8 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen. For the last project for this pre-bid conference, 25HE0023, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to Support Social Services, Construction of Multipurpose Building, Sitio Bayabas, Barangay Kansuhi, Argao, Cebu. For the major category of work and similar categories of works, please refer to the shared screen. Please also see the key personnel requirements and the requirement for the accredited project engineer in compliance to DEO 118 series of 2024 and accredited materials engineer in compliance to DEO 98 series of 2016. Please also see the minimum major equipment requirements. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 120 calendar days, including predetermined unworkable days of 4 calendar days and 16 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen.
Sure na. Sorry. Back mo ulit. For infrastructure projects, the following technical components, Class A legal documents. First requirement is the valid field jobs registration certificate. Requirement is platinum membership, all pages in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the IRR. Class A technical documents, number 1 is statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to bid. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SL or SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. Special PCAB license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Next is original copy of bid security. If in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Next is organizational chart for the contract to be bid. Next is list of contractors' key personnel, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualifications and experience data. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be. Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary's certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. Next is Class A financial documents. The prospective bidder's computation of the net financial contracting capacity or the NFCC. Class B documents, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement JVA in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the insurance that the bid is successful. Financial components. The first requirement is the original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. Second is the original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. Third is duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid. The fourth requirement is the cash flow by quarter. Important reminder, any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient documents in the above-mentioned checklist is a ground for outright rejection of the bid. Are there any question from Nabanig Joy? Or in replies of the back committee?
Other matters? Number one, memorandum dated September 20, 2023. Number two, Department Order number 127, series of 2018. Number three, Department Order number 17, series of 2015. Number four, GPPB Resolution number 15-2021. Number five, GPPB Resolution number 16-2020. For the Department Order number 12, series of 2024, subject, revocation of Department Order number 35, series of 2021, and strengthening compliance with Republic Act RE number 11058 and its implementing rules and regulation, AIR. Please refer to the search screen. Signed, Manuel M. Bunuan, Secretary. Department Order number 127, series of 2018, subject, strict application of RE 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with DPWH. All bids and awards committees, central, regional, district, are hereby directed to strictly apply, among others, during the conduct of post-qualification award of contract, the following guidelines during the post-qualification. The BAC shall determine the bidder's compliance through verification and validation of the bidder's stated competence and experience, including the declared single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract being procured. Verification of competence and experience of the bidder's key personnel to be assigned to the contract as against the minimum requirements under the bid data sheet. Verification of availability and commitment and or inspection and testing for the required capacities and operating conditions of major equipment units to be owned, leased, under purchase by the bidder for use in the contract under bidding. Checking the performance of the bidder and its ongoing government and private contracts. If any of these ongoing contracts shows a reported negative slippage of at least 15% in a single contract, or a reported negative slippage of at least 10% in two or more contracts, failure of the contractor to commence repair works on ongoing contracts with 7 days and to complete them within 30 days after receipt of the procuring entity notice of defects and deficiencies, or failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificate of acceptance within 30 days and to complete the works within 90 days after receipt of the procuring entities notice of defects and failures, or substandard quality of work as per contract plans and specifications, unsatisfactory performance of the contractor's obligations as per contract terms and conditions at the time of inspections, or liquidated damages currently imposed on the contractor. 5. The result of the contractor's performance evaluation system, CPES, should be also considered by the concerned back in determining the responsiveness of the contractor's bid before any award of the contract can take place as stated in the item 12.5 Annex E of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. If the BAC verifies any of these deficiencies to be due to the contractor's fault or negligence, the agency shall disqualify the contractor from the award for the procurement of infrastructure projects. Signed, Mark Villar, former secretary. Department Order numbers 17 series of 2015. Subject three-strike policy in the procurement of contracts for infrastructure works, goods, and consulting services. To further strengthen the integrity of the competitive bidding process, the following instructions are hereby issued pertaining to the implementation of the three-strike policy of the DPWH against violation of Section 69.1I of the Implementing Rules and Regulation IRR of Republic Act number 9184. Number 2, the violation enumerated in the said DEO number 35, which are considered as acts that tend to defeat the purpose of public bidding under the three-strike policy, are hereby amended to read as follows. A bidder that had purchased bidding documents but subsequently withdrawn from a bidding or submitted letter of non-participation or did not submit a bid without a valid cause determined by the Bids and Awards Committee back concerned. B, a bidder submitting a late bid without a valid cause as determined by the back concerned. C, a bidder submitting insufficient defective documents such as insufficient bid securities and other deficiencies. D, the other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of bidding as determined by the concerned BAC, provided that these acts had been indicated and discussed in the instructions to bidders, bid bulletins, notices, minutes of pre-bid conference, or any other similar instruments. 3, its offense by the bidder referred into in Section 69.1I of the IRR as stated in the said DO 35 consists of 3 violations or strikes within a period of 1 year starting from the date of first strike for the procurements by all offices of the DPWH. Number 4, every time a bidder is observed to have done any of the 4 acts enumerated in item 1 of this DO, the chairperson of the BAC concerned shall immediately serve a written notice to the bidder informing him of his act and giving him 5 days to show cause why he should not be sanctioned under this DO for committing an act which tends to defeat the purpose of public bidding under three-strike policy of the DPWH. Based on the verified three-strike reports received from the BACs, the procurement service, in coordination with the legal service, shall recommend to the DPWH Secretariat for approval the following administrative sanctions on the erring contractors for violation of the three-strike policy. A, for the first violation or strike, a first warning. B, for the second strike, a second warning. C, for the third strike, which together with the first 2 strikes constitutes the first offense against three-strike policy, an administrative penalty or suspension for 1 year from participating in any procurement process in any office of the DPWH. 3D, for the second offense, example, the second set of 3 strikes committed by the bidder an administrative penalty of suspension of 2 years from participating in any procurement process in any of the DPWH. Signed, Rogelio L. Singson, former secretary. Next, Department Order number 12, series of 2016, subject, disposal and stockpiling of materials, including parking of equipments within the construction limits or vicinity of all DPWH ongoing projects. Number 1, the disposal or dumping sites to be presented in the plan with the areas to accommodate the calculated volume of surplus, unsuitable spoils, debris, and other construction materials shall be identified and submitted by the contractor immediately after the award of the contract. The project engineer or the engineer shall evaluate, approve the proposed sites prior to the start of the works. Number 2, the stockpiling of the construction materials within the construction limits or vicinity of the project shall be submitted by the contractor at least 48 hours before the start of this activity for approval of the project engineer or the engineer. Stockpiled materials immediately are at the most within 24 hours. For grabber materials to form the part of the work must be spread, and other waste materials after any excavation demolition works should be properly disposed. Non-compliance of the above will result to the imposition of the following penalties and sanctions. For the contractor, first offense, stern warning. Second offense, prohibition in ongoing bidding of all DPWH projects for 1 year. Third offense, prohibition in enjoining bidding of all DPWH projects for 2 years. Other site supervision personnel under contract with DPWH, first offense, stern warnings. Second offense, suspension for 1 to 30 days. Third offense, replacement or termination as provided in the contract. For the DPWH project engineer, based on Civil Service Resolution number 991936, Section 52, C3, dated August 31, 1999, otherwise known as the Uniform Rules on Administrative Cases in the Civil Service. First offense, reprimand. Second offense, suspension for 1 to 30 days. Third offense, dismissal. Signed, Rogelio L. Singson, former secretary. For the resolution number 15-2021, lifting the suspension on the implementation of the mandatory submission of PhilJEP certificate of the platinum registration and membership in competitive bidding and limited source bidding, amending sections 8.5.2, 23.1A, 23.3, 24.1A, 24.4.3, 34.3, and 54.6 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184, items 4G1 and 5D1B, as well as Appendix A of the Annex H thereof, items 4 and 6 of the guidelines for the use of the Government of the Philippines Commercial Merchants Registry, and item 1 of Section 8 and 9 of the 6th edition of the Philippine Bidding Documents for Goods and Infrastructure Projects. Department Order number 168, series of 2015, subject guidelines on the disposal and management of mana man siguro. Ano to? Mana? Tama ba? Sige. Guidelines. Sorry. Again. Department Order Number 168, Series of 2015, Subject, Guidelines in the Disposal and Management of Spoils and Debris Generated from all ongoing and completed construction and maintenance projects, and imposition of the sanctions for violations thereof. Signed, Rogelio L. Senson, former secretary. Resolution number 16, 2020, approving the circular on the guidelines in the preparation of the simplified Philippine bidding documents for goods and infrastructure projects and submission of the required forms for the procurement of goods and infrastructure projects and consulting services with the related amendments to the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations of our Republic Act number 9184. May question? So that's the end of the so
Hello, good morning. So that's end our presentation. Are there any questions, queries from the none? So let's adjourn for today's activity at exactly 10:43 a.m.
43. 10:43. Second motion.
Thank you.